Hello, hello. Welcome to my channel. My name is Emmy from Emmy Evolving. If this is your first time joining me, thank you for finding me. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. So, I have a reading for you. Boy, oh boy, do I have a reading for you. So, this reading is for the BLUERAYs, those of us who are spiritual warriors, those who came into this life to do the will of Creator, those who are often targeted by others because of the wonderful things you do. I asked what this reading was going to be about. I wasn't planning to come live, but here I am. So, you guys take a guess. The attempts need to be addressed. You know. Have you been noticing attempts on your energy? Have you been noticing struggles that you don't normally have? Almost like everything seems to be hell-bent on keeping you down, knocking you down and keeping you down. I want to say, excuse me, as an empath, as a Piscean, as a BLUERAY, as a mother flipping empress, forget queen, full-on empress, I think I'm choosing to change my mind about retaliation. I think I'm finally choosing to change my mind about retaliating when there are attempts to harm. Not just harm myself, but harm my tribe, harm the souls that decided to volunteer to incarnate in this lifetime right along with me out of love and support for me. I don't think I'm willing to watch you guys energetically bear the brunt of the weight of what's being attempted energetically too much longer. As a matter of fact, I think I'm done today, right now, right here. I think that's what this live stream is going to be about. I think that's what this is. Yeah. I think I need to go into full mama bear mode. Like full mama bear mode. Allow myself to be witnessed as I am, a full being. A full being that allows for the correction of energy in the most appropriate way. I think it's time. Let's pull some cards. Let's see where this goes. The time for Bushido is done. Too many lifetimes. Too many lifetimes of turning away, looking away. Too many lifetimes, too many attempts that have gone unanswered. Too many calls to war that have gone unresponded to. So, spiritual war. Spiritual war. Yes. Let's go ahead. Just get a couple cards ready. For those of you sensitive to energy, I'm calling in my counterpart. It's time he flex. It's time he allows others to see just how powerful he actually is. Okay. All right. Let's pull some cards here. And we'll pull a couple from here. Yep, it's just been increasing and increasing, the energetic attempts to derail, negatively affect, to cause confusion, damage, harm, injury, energetically speaking, as well as for some, it's like, it's almost like this sense of also in relationships and all sorts of different things. I've had enough. I've had enough. I don't know about you guys, but I've absolutely had enough of this atrocious behavior. Okay? And yes, I absolutely have the authority. I have the absolute authority to do this. Don't get that twisted. Just because I humble myself on the regular, don't get that twisted. Don't get that twisted. Don't confuse yourself. Don't confuse my niceness for weakness. Okay? I think it's time for us to begin understanding that we need to have that stance at this point. If nice does not work as a form of communication, you must speak the language of the people attempting to harm. Now, you know, I don't like to go there because I know what I can do when I'm there. Single-minded focus, tunnel vision. Tunnel vision. I saw this video. It's funny. This woman is talking about she duetted this guy's video. He's talking about astrology stuff, and basically his video is like, okay, so you have some attitude, I can handle that. And then he begins to talk about Aries, Gemini, where is it? Aries, Gemini, Taurus, Aquarius, and Scorpio, which totally par for the course, right? Par for the course. But this girl's video goes on to talk about those who are within the degrees of Aquarius and those cusps. How they take shit to a whole new level of destroyer of false devotion. They enter into this Kali energy. That's my home. Kali energy is home to me. Utter and complete destruction is home for my chaotic energy. That's why I humble myself often. Because I don't want to tap into that and lose control of that. Allow it to consume me as I consume other people. Don't get it twisted. As bright and light and joking and loving and supportive as I can be, baby boo, I'm equally as dark. And maybe it's time for us to tap into all our parts. Maybe it's time for some people to see, to recognize exactly what they're waking up. Yeah. I fall within those degrees. Ain't that funny? Ain't that funny? People have this perception of Kali as being a demon. She's a demonic goddess and she's bad and she's evil. You know, the only time Kali is let out, you know when? When darkness has taken over the land. And that's when creation unleashes Kali so that she may consume the darkness with her even greater dark. How do you efficiently negate a darkness? It's not by the light. They'll only stay on the fringes of where that light's edge is. They won't be banished. The most efficient, most effective, most powerful way is to allow it to be consumed by something even darker. Honey, you do shadow work. I was born in shadow. Shadow. Don't test what you don't understand. That Kali energy, it's the great cleanser. It cleanses the rotting from the land. And when people begin to populate social media with all sorts of magical things, things that have zero restrictions, zero conditions, zero integrity, Kali needs to come out. You understand, Kali is a shadow aspect of Kuan Yin. Why is she a bodhisattva? Because if you will not come, by witnessing her soft light, she will consume you and bring you back home in her belly. That's exactly what I said. I said it and I didn't hesitate. No shame, no hesitation, no fear of the ramifications of the truth that I speak right now. When people want to use you as a benchmark to test their personal power and what they've learned, maybe it's time for you to teach them how little they actually know. Maybe it's time for you to help them understand how little and insignificant they actually are. Jai Kali Ma. Look that up. It's one of the most beautiful, beautiful sentiments. Victory to the mother. See, each of us has a mother that lives inside of us. If there is an inner child, there is an inner mother. Doesn't matter what your gender is. It doesn't matter what your sexual orientation is. If you have an inner child, that child comes from somewhere. That means not far from that inner child is the inner mother. Victory to the mother. May she raise down any who raise a hand in front of her child. Now, there's a lot of cards to go through, so let's go through them. Card number 2, inner trust. When you allow yourself to see that you never retaliate, and people take advantage of the fact that you never retaliate, baby boo, put your boots on, strap them tight, wear a belt, and put your fanny pack on. We're going out into the field. We fucking shit up. LOL smiley face, right? It's more tolerable to see a woman in her full power when we just make her into this cute thing, like a novelty, you know, like goddess, I'm a goddess. Oh, honey, I'm a Durga. That's the kind of goddess I am. I am that sweet spot that exists between the Kuan Yin and the Kali. Which way will I turn? You just don't know. And I won't tell you in advance. You'll just witness it unfolding in your life. You'll witness it unfolding in your life. As you should. What you send out may be, it needs to be returned back to you, amplified, with real true power, amplified. Amplified. I've never took it upon myself to behave in this manner, where I seriously, truly consider maybe the children must learn. Maybe it's time. Maybe it's time. Maybe for all of you who don't have the type of dark capability that I have, maybe it's time. And there will be those who are afraid, as you should be. Absolutely. As you should be. Rightfully so. Rightfully so. Many of you were cleaved from my energy. That's why I exist as a shield for you. Anytime there's an attempt on my family, the mother doesn't forget that. She never does. She might grow quiet. She might allow you to become complacent, thinking you got away with what you attempted. Honey, I forget many things, but I never forget transgressions. Nor do I believe in forgiveness. Maybe it's time for me to revisit what was done. Maybe it's time for me to reassess what the appropriate, proper reaction to these things that are being attempted. Maybe it's time. Yeah, it's time. K33CP, turn on all your AOKs. Turn them on all the way to donut. For those of you sensitive to energy, it might begin to feel as though there's some sort of rumbling in the ground. The earth is responding. I haven't even started doing energy yet. Those are my children who have woken up to the loving touch of their mother. Try one more time. See, I don't know if you've watched enough movies. Shields are not just to shield you. There's been plenty of cinematic evidence. Even simple humans can see the shield can be used to decapitate. It can be used for a lot of things. Amputate, decapitate, a lot of things. I am Michael, a shield maiden. Why do you think I'm drawn to Vikings? If you don't know about Vikings, if you don't know about their shield maidens, if you don't know about the Valkyrie, poor you. You have no idea what's coming. People always complain. Why is she always joking around? Why is she always this and that? Now I'm serious. Do you understand the gravity of why I have to joke around? Now I'm dead serious. K33CP. I'm going ahead and I am upgrading your AOK to the tech. There's levels and stages. There's layers and levels and stages. You thought AOK was the only thing? That was the utmost? No. You don't even know what it is. You don't even know that's the most rudimentary, toddlerish, infantile structure. There's many I haven't spoken about. There's many energetic structures that I have the ability to harness. Not because I was taught, not because I read, but because that's within my bloodline. And now the energy is ramping up more. Mother is about to enter into the room. The children are getting rowdy. Rightfully so. Let's see what the rest of the cards say. Be the hunter, not the hunted. It's time to put both hands on the table and turn that around. Be the hunter, not the hunted. Okay. Invitation accepted. Card number 37, focus on the light. The light is where they try to hide. It's very easy to see them there. Not only am I aware of energetic structures, I'm a general in the Melchizedek army. To say I understand tactical. That's why I laugh a lot. All of this is funny. until it's not. And I promise you, you'll stop laughing before I do. Just speaking these truths makes me surge energy. I'm not even trying yet. I'm not even trying yet. And just FYI, my counterpart, he never laughs. It's weird. He never has a sense of humor. He's laughing. He's laughing. It tickles him when Kali energy enters a space. If you're afraid, why? If you're afraid, why are you afraid? What's causing you to fear? Excuse me. I mean, what's causing you to fear? What's causing you to feel so afraid? Because you understand. My playful mask is gone. I've set it down. These are the eyes of a goddess who survived darkness. These are the eyes of a living goddess who can see beyond you. I know what you did. It didn't work, but I know what you did. Now, what will I do about that? How will I react? How will I respond? The first time someone tried to kill me, I recovered the heart function and I just went about my merry way. The second time someone tried to kill me didn't affect my heart. I almost lost control though. Still went on my merry way. The third time, oh no, I might fuck shit up this time. I think this time, is going to be different. I'm not going to go about my merry way. Pretty sure of it. Pretty sure of it. What is she going to do? You'll live through it. Don't worry. You'll survive. You'll survive. It'll be inconvenient. You'll survive. Get a whole fucking coven. They've already tried that. I'm sure somewhere online you can find a coven whose entire coven is phase locked. They can't access any of their abilities. That was just to prevent them from harming someone else. I wasn't in the mood to retaliate yet. It was just a loving redirect from a mother. I'm in the mood today. Like I said, you'll survive. Don't worry. Card number 20, softly, softly, the tender touch. Michael asks me if I can use a soft, tender touch as I do this. I don't think I want to. He raises his sword in agreement. You'll get a chance. Don't worry. When you push an empath too far, especially when they never retaliate, you deserve everything that comes to you. I say that without hesitation, shame, or fear. You absolutely deserve everything that comes to you. Something that people don't understand. Why is Michael so powerful? There's just one Michael. There's so many legions in the belly of hell. Why is he not afraid? Michael is the Lord of Amenti. Their program means they must bow when he says. He's in control because he never loses control, because he does whatever Creator tells him to do. Nothing less, nothing more, always at the time he is told. The fact that I'm saying all of these things should tell you I've been given a green light from creation. I literally have full authority to retaliate. I've had that authority for quite a few years now, I just haven't used it. I just haven't used it. You know, that whole thing of I need to be nice, that was a very ingrained program into me. I was very deeply programmed by that teaching. I have to be nice. I have to be nice. I have to be nice. My parents taught me that since I was a small child because they saw the ferocity of the fire that burned behind my dark AF eyes. My eyes are so dark you can't see my pupils even in the light. Pupil dilation tells you the state of mind a person is in. I promise you. I'm gonna drag this out. I'm going to drag out my retaliation. It'll affect everything around you first. Anyone and anything that's helped you, they're just as fucked as you are. That tickles me. Why does that tickle me? Because I love to teach. And you're about to be my star pupil. You're about to learn a really, really harsh lesson. Unfortunately for you, you're the third who's tried. The other two got away with no ramifications. You, on the other hand, I'm gonna drag it out for a very long time. I'm not gonna feel sick about it either. I'll see you in every dream. Not when I'm asleep, but when you are. And when you find you don't allow yourself to sleep to avoid seeing me, I'll see you when you're awake too. That's not a threat. That's a statement. That's a statement. Yeah. Maybe it was because I had all these pillows behind me and I have a Buddha painting up there and crystals, and you thought I was one of those. I tried to be one of those. I'm not. At all. I try and keep myself there so that I don't go here. Because here is intoxicating. very, very intoxicating. The type of power I can wield is just intoxicating. I don't want to be that. I don't want to lose control like that. I understand the ramifications of what happened in all those lifetimes where I did. Nations fell at my feet, and I reveled in the destruction. I have to be careful not to return there. The word wants to be written. Maybe I'll teach you guys how to write sigils. Sigils that will amplify the pain attempting to be injected into your life. Amplify before you send it back. I know exactly what points to insert that to maximize the suffering and the pain. I don't think I'll teach that though. That loads karmic debt. See, I'm learning. I can dance with my darkness without loading karmic debt. Just because you've never seen me dance does not mean I don't know how. Relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. Confirmation. Confirmation that there's been attempts to swirl darkness, malicious, malignant thoughts and desires directed at you. Just considering a few things. Let's see. This came up in reverse. Free from judgment, free to love. No, you're not free from judgment. You are not free to love your behaviors that are malignant, malicious. I swear my parents should have made my middle name Karma. It would have given you a nice little heads up. You know, you're not free from judgment. I am the judge and the jury, as well as the executioner. What you've tried to attempt on me today, there are ramifications, and you've been condemned. But like I said, don't worry, your body will survive. Scared now, huh? You should be. You should be. You should absolutely be scared. Because you saw a video where I said I have pericarditis. You thought you were going to aim for my heart? I reversed that within 24 hours. You're so silly. I would never talk about something I'm struggling through until it's been neutralized. And I'd never say it's neutralized. First rule of war, you never show them where you keep your Achilles. Come on now. You're basic. The war skills are basic. They're not even skills. The children of Sparta could kick your ass. That's not even, oh my gosh. I lived in Sparta several lifetimes. I had to live in feudal Japan so many times to temper what I learned through all of the other violent lives. It didn't go away. It just got better controlled. People, Don't think about the history of a soul. It just amazes me. I'm just saying. Card number 22, she feels, she knows. You feel it, you know it, you're fucked. You feel it, you know it, you're fucked. So you were expecting me to just let you get away with it and not say something. Not this time. And not any other time after this. You know how to do spontaneous regeneration of damaged tissue? You need to learn. Not enough will be damaged that you can't survive. Don't worry. I know exactly what you did. I know exactly what you did. Literally. Everything you attempted. From the meridian points you attempted to enter, you know? You didn't even enter my field. You entered a holding tank. You entered a simulation. And I literally just watched you do everything with no interruption. You started while I was live streaming earlier. Actually, right at the very beginning. None of it worked. None of it worked. You were in a holding tank. You didn't know. It seems so real, right? I understand brain function. I had my fingers all in your brain, adjusting the level of function for all the important parts. You had no idea. I sedated your retrorubral fields. You didn't understand the level of threat. You were confined. You don't know any of this stuff. You don't know what I'm talking about. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. That's just unfortunate. Because now all the sedation that was used, it's being withdrawn. May you feel it all. May you feel everything you attempted. May you also feel it as it's run through my energy. You wanted to bleed me of my energy so badly. Let's add a little bit of that energetic gasoline to that fire. When this live stream is done, I'll inject my energy, undiluted, through your veins. I hope you live near the ER. You're gonna be in pain. You are. Not because I'm wishing you harm, but because you've never felt frequency like this before. I mean, me getting irritated by cards is enough to shut down the entire block's Wi-Fi. And I'm just irritated. Talk about miscalculation. That's your bad. You didn't have any sympathy for me. You had absolutely none because there was no provocation for you to attempt what you attempted. None. None. Going beyond normal. I told you, creation gave me the green light. I have the green light to go beyond normal. Unfortunate for you. Bring it into form. of these. These are all green lights. You know what? I won't do it right after the live stream ends. I have a few other sessions I need to do for the rest of the day. I'll pick a day and I won't warn you. I'll pick a day. It'll be a surprise. And just between me and you. It'll be a surprise. So for all of you, when you hear someone talking about how I attack them, you'll then have the identity of whoever tried to kill me today. Tell people so they'll know who did it. Because I see your face clear as day. I see your house. I see everything in your room. I see the kitchen. I see the drive. I see everything. No, I'm not there. I'm actually inside your body with you. And you can't get me out. I am you. You are me, remember? For those who don't understand the gravity of Melchizedek Cloister, we are programmed to be very docile and submissive to the will of creation. Why? Because we can breach any armor and any shield. We don't need your permission to enter. Not your auric field, not your body, nothing. I can enter into the nucleus of your cells if I want to. And you can't stop me. You want to hear something even more messed up? You can't do that to me. You can't even see in my field. People are like tripping. The only other thing that can see inside the Melchizedek Cloister shield is another cloister member. And we would never betray each other. Never. That's not within the potentialities of our program. We would rather die. It would be an honor to be transmuted for that cause. No entry into the club. No new members. No entry. I'm just saying. I'm embracing my Pisces inside right now. Let me tell you, Capricorn in me would not, no. This would be too much for my Capricorn side. It's too much for my Capricorn side. When you mix that toxic Pisces, toxic Cancer, sprinkle a little bit of Scorpio in there. Like I said, I'm going to drag this out. I don't have enough Scorpio in my chart for it to be direct and appropriate. Sorry. After the storm in reverse, this is not going to end. This is not going to end. You can't fly away from it. You can't package up all your things and get away from it. It's not going to end. 40-something years of me not retaliating is about to fall right on you. It's a lot of pent-up stuff. A lot. A lot of pent-up stuff. You're the lucky winner. You won the lotto. You won the lotto. The energetic lotto. You won. You're a winner. Good job. Card number 35. Conscious connections. This is not the first time you tried to do this to someone. You misogynistic piece of shit. Oh. This is not the first time. Release the Kraken. No, what I'm releasing, the Kraken is its pet. Don't worry. Whatever I break inside you, I'll rebuild it. Just so all your tests will come out inconclusive. You don't think I would? Dare me. Dare me. Tell me I wouldn't. Tell me I wouldn't. Come on. Get your balls out of the satin pouch that you keep on the dresser. Get your balls out, put them back on. Tell me I wouldn't. Dare me. Now you think I'm crazy. I am. Ooh, a track sigil. There's this thing about my energy, and I've witnessed it time and time and time again. So many times. I witness it all the freaking time. The darkest of the darkest of the dark are drawn to my energy. Like rabid, hungry hyenas. I didn't remove my energy off of the outside of you when I let you out of the receptacle that I kept you in, that holding tank. It's all over you. Everything's going to be drawn to you. That's what you wanted. You wanted to try and harm me while I was live streaming so that you would have videographic evidence of how you hurt me, and you were going to peddle that along to all sorts of people. Peddle this video, you bitch ass. Peddle this video. Show them this. I won't take this video down either. I'm going to leave it up. I got big balls and a big D too. I'm going to leave this up so you can have time to show all your friends how you're so threatened. Threatened why? Threatened why? And to the friends of yours that watch this, the moment you get tagged in to help is the moment you're now part of this war. You better pick a good side. Yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't pick the losing side, because it's going to go all the way up your ancestry. I'm going for mitochondria. If you don't know what that means, then you were too stupid to try me in the first place. That's where you fucking went wrong. That's where you fucking went wrong. You don't know retrorubral fields. You don't know clone matrix. You don't know about mitochondrial manipulations. God, you're so fucked. It's ridiculous. Now I feel kind of bad. Ugh. I mean, do I punish someone for being an idiot? Don't backpedal, girlfriend. No. No, 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 no. 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 I'm not even going to start with any of that mindset of like, oh, God, you can't punish them for being stupid. Oh, I absolutely can. So that's the problem with Pisces. It's kind of like, oh, it's just too much effort. But think of this way. I'm not having a conversation with myself. Let's think of it this way. The more heavy the correction, the less likely others will need to be corrected in the future. I guess I could justify it in that way. I guess I could. We'll see. If I decide to continue, I promise you I'm going to drag this out. That one I'm going to stick to. Because once I start, I'm going to keep going. You're not going to stop me. No energy worker you can find will stop me. Even those who are assisted by the principalities, all the principalities are bowed in front of me right now. They're shaking. They're like, fuck. They should shake. They should. I have a long list of really fucked up shit they've tried as well. Still haven't retaliated. I might today. They're all genuflexed in front of me, on one knee with head bowed down, shaking, as they should. As they should. I have things I have to consider. Self-sabotage. Okay, so am I sabotaging my progress? Am I sabotaging my growth? It's intoxicating. Can I stop at one? And if it becomes two, will I stop at two or will it need to be 20? And if it's 20, does it have to be 2,000? Oh, I need marker, Jenna. Oh, Jenna. Jennakins, my darkness is oozing out. Can you text me to stop, please? That's not me anymore. That's not me anymore. That's not me anymore. Okay. 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 I choose to return back to me, and that's not me anymore. There's always a proper time and place for the things that you choose. That's not me anymore. Royal return. 46. 4 is a number of self. 6 is a number of the vessel of life, bringing you back to yourself. Natural endings. Allow that part of you to naturally end. Allow that part of you to be witnessed for a moment by you, to understand that righteous wrath that you feel. I have a reason to feel that way. I have a reason to be angry, but is that all I am? A reaction? No. That's not all I am. That's not all I want to be. Light code injection. Fucking Michaela. All of this just to surge energy so that I could level up. I mean, you could have just put me to sleep. I don't resist level ups when I'm asleep. You could have just put me to sleep. He says it needed to be allowed to unfold in the way that it has, simply because it needed to be seen that I could, can, and will harness darkness responsibly. That even when it's allowed, that I would choose to make a sovereign decision and decide for myself if it's appropriate. Appropriate and allowed are two different things. They are two different things. I was just given back another piece of the CDT plates. Wow. 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 The gravity. The gravity. CDT plates are alien artifacts. They contain the complex yet simple history of all of creation, from the first thought to the first audible tonation to everything that rose from that thought. Michael's irritated with me because as the realization really sets in, the first question is, but what if I lose control? What if I lose control? I know how to lock things in ways that other things can't open them. I've successfully locked Michael out before. Not out of my field. Out of my mother's. When she was supposed to first pass away, I locked him out. I locked her parents out. I locked out everyone who came to take her back home. The amount of self-control to be able to create locks like that. No one knew what I did. In the Soul Sanctuary group on Facebook, my friend Mark did a public apology and tagged me in it. And I responded the way I did. Because he thought he pushed me out of his life and rejected me, but in reality it was mutual. I had to push him out because I knew he would know, and he would tell me to stop. And he would tell Jenna, and she would tell me to stop. But I learned never to do that again. And she said bye to me before she left her body the last time. And I didn't lock her back in because I learned. I'm capable of a lot. I've been filtered through all the lineages of sorcerers. All of them. I've taught many, many schools of mages. That's why everything has to be not serious and everything has to be controlled. Like a child learning self-regulation, I'm still learning how to regulate and control myself. It's a very difficult lesson. It's a very difficult life. It was a trap. It was a trap. Y'all think you're tired of your tests? I could have seriously hurt somebody. 4 people to be exact. I could have seriously hurt somebody. And new dimensions. I'm tired of the games. Light injection and new dimensions. I don't feel any shame or guilt. I feel anger and rage. What if I lost control? What if I didn't listen and go live before I actually did something? What if? What if? If I was going to do something, it was going to be their entire lineage. 4 family lines. 4. For all generations to come. 4. Michael doesn't think shit through. He says he doesn't need to think things through because he knows me to my core. If I come from his lineage, I'm part of him, and he knows himself and his obedience. Well, let a motherfucker know next time. Jesus Christ. Card number 49, self-acceptance. My mother was born in 1949. And he says I have to quit my bullshit about binding her to her physical body because your mother ain't no punk bitch. He's like, did you like that? You're so stupid. He said, your mother ain't no punk bitch. Just like that. You gotta put some season into it. If you're gonna like say things like that, you gotta put like some extra season into it. Just a little more seasoning. You gotta be like, you can't be like, your mother ain't no punk bitch. You gotta be like, yo mama ain't no punk bitch. You know what? You gotta like season it up. He said it the most mayo you could possibly say. Like, no Bay Area up in there. Zero slap yo mama seasoning. Just, your mother ain't no punk bitch. If you're gonna talk ratchet, because that's partially my language, you gotta really like ratchet it, like crank it, crank it, crank it. You gotta be like, yo, mama ain't no punk, bitch. You roll it a little bit, you know, like, and then okay, toss that hair back. He has long hair, by the way. Season. Okay, so you guys be wondering, like, what's Michael like? What's Michael like? Have y'all seen The Witcher? Okay, Geralt. That's his new name. Michaela Geralt. Jesus took the wheel. He's like Geralt. He moody as fuck. Okay. He just moody as fuck. He don't bond with nobody. He just don't. He don't bond with nobody. Everything is a personal thing for him. Okay. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So, card number 49. He's telling me to accept that that was a lesson that I learned with my mom's full compliance. I have to let that go. But can I call you Geralt? No. No. He sometimes says that stuff too. Um, what did Marlene say during all of this, though? Oh, God. Sorry, Ocean Lover. It's not directed at you. Marlene says, it wouldn't be so hard if you just would allow people back in. Geralt, remove the peasantry, Geralt. I'm just kidding. You're not a peasant. Clarifier. Clarifier. We just needed clarity. We need clarity. We need to know that we have aspects of us that exist and we don't necessarily have to utilize that. That you have the ability and the control to choose something else. If you continue to choose the same thing, you will continue to live the same life. Right, Geralt? There's this video of this person. I can't play it because it's going to demonetize me. I'm already on a shadow ban on YouTube. But there is this video. This person is doing cosplay and they're dressed up as Jaskier. Jaskier, I forget his name. The one that plays the instrument. And he's like, I don't cook, I don't clean. And then Geralt opens the door. And then next thing you know, the song immediately changes and is like, yes, I do the cleaning. Yes. Oh, Michaela. That's up to you if you want to retaliate. That's the thing. You have to choose for yourself what's appropriate for you. That's the main thing to take away from this. Like, you have to choose for yourself. You know? Yeah, you saw it too, Catherine. Oh, did I post it? I had to screen record it. And then I posted it on the Facebook Soul Sanctuary page. It's Soul Sanctuary, Facebook.com/Soul Sanctuary 23. I'm just saying. If you want to see the video, you got to go over there. You have to, join that group. It's a private group. So don't worry. All our shenanigans stay in that group. What happens in group stays in group. Okay, destiny. This has to do with destiny. So surging that much energy, that's a lot of dark energy that I would never usually allow in. Finding your way through the maze, 48 and 48, self-sabotage, Yod, and destiny. Allowing yourself to see there are pathways that take you to the core of what you're here to do. And then there are pathways that take you through the brambles. It's up to you what you're going to do. It really, really is. No one can tell you what's appropriate for you. Because really, it wasn't like they were tricking me and were like, yes, tell her she's authorized to do this. And then when she does it, we're going to punish her. No. It's just I'm a perfectionist and I don't want to accrue any more karmic load. If I had done something, then it would have just been that. I did something and that's that. No one's going to stop me. No one's going to do anything to correct it. And it's just going to be there. And as long as that exists, which is for all their generations to come, I will accrue more karmic load. My decision in itself is a punishment. Careful what you decide. Careful what you decide. Love, Venus, love. Allowing yourself to choose how you interact with others, the ways in which your love is expressed. A lot of my rage earlier had a lot to do with this knowing that I'm not the only one that people are attempting on, you know? Card number 49, Jupiter return benefits. $49 is such a significant number. It's the self placed beside creator. 4 is a number of self. 9 is a number of creator, creation, the highest expression of divine truth. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Let's see. This indicates a period when doors are open to you and obstacles are lifted. Yes. Growth is to overcome the reactiveness. If you continue to react in the same way, then you have not grown past that trigger. It's indicative of growth, but I'm still sour. There's other ways to grow me without risk to other people. There's other ways to grow me. He says, yes, but you're mildly masochistic at this point. And yeah, no, he's like, well, you're mildly masochistic at this point, and that's not going to grow you with a level of efficiency, I guess. Yeah. He says, show me where the lie is. It doesn't sound right coming out of you. These like phrases don't sound like, they just sound weird, Geralt. They sound weird with you saying them. You know? Like anyways, you're given the freedom to advance your goals with absolute abandon. It suggests you will soon be entering a time where you encounter less resistance and life should flow much easier. The Jupiter card is the green light that gives the go ahead. So, are you going to use your fuel to fight, or are you going to use your fuel to rise? Those are your options. Are you going to use your fuel to fight, to burn down villages? Or are you going to use it in your rocket to rise up? All paths are now clearing, and you're to take the utmost advantage of this. Goals or plans you started more than a decade ago will begin to bear fruit, either right now or at least very soon. Something very good is about to emerge from the debris of the past. Marlene, stop. It could be a thing you felt you lost or something that did not work out exactly as you hoped. It may even be a plan you've forgotten about that once again comes into your life to make some remarkable changes and advances. This card implies good fortune and prosperity in many areas, not just financial or material. Dreams manifest into reality at this time. This woman. This woman. Like, one question. Are you annoying like this for your kids too? Or is it just me? Do you feel like you have like a free pass to be annoying like this with me? Or are you like this with everybody? Like, no, when you were live, were you like this with everyone? Silence. That's right. Uh-huh. Yeah, I wouldn't tolerate it either. We're not best friends. We were. Make that adjustment in your chart. Where is the operative word? Dreams manifest into reality at this time. Gifts flow in easily. It's also a time to be aware of how much you approach matters of your own spirituality, faith, and destiny. There's a rapidness to Jupiter, so it's important to grab a hold of anything that surfaces. Don't let go. Investigate the possibilities that this might bring. It's not a good time to get carried away, though. It's also important, always important with Jupiter, to keep a clear head. This card marks a stage when you're to receive opportunities and then rewards. This is a time many areas of your life begin to bear fruit. The only negative to this card is that it's not a good time to indulge or become reckless with anything. I think Marlene's being very reckless with me right now. Don't talk to me about other women. For real. Don't talk to me about other women. Whatever issues I have with other women is between me and the other woman. Seriously. Don't try and play peacemaker. That's highly manipulative. The statement alone is highly manipulative. The statement of, do you understand what one would do for the love of a sibling? Well, then you need to understand what I would do for the love of me. The time for that, it's gone. She'll never be part of my life again. You can't say never. Oh, I absolutely can. And I can make that a reality too. I absolutely can. That's the thing. When you ask me to trust you, knowing that I have issues with trusting people and it's very difficult for me, and I take that leap of faith and I put trust in you, and you utilize that trust to manipulate me and create circumstance that was extremely detrimental to me. Yeah, fuck you. Fuck you. For real. For real. Fuck you. Never be your friend again. Be lucky if I tolerate staying in the same space as you. I have a faulty memory at this point. But one thing I'll never forget are some of the last conversations I had with your golden child. The type of gaslighting and manipulation. The attempt to skew things into a different way to get me to comply and bring to a fruition the outcome that they wanted. She was like, you can't hold that against them forever. I absolutely can. And I absolutely will. Not them, just her. Not them, just her. There's something truly empowering when you play stupid in front of people. When you don't share with them how aware you are of what's being done, they then find this freedom to be more of who they actually are. More manipulative, more malignant, more whatever it is they are. And because they think they're getting away with it and you don't notice anything because this and that, they'll show you even more who they are. So here's the thing. How about you send a message via Dove of peace. Uh, you're the one that hurt your own sibling. Good job. You're the one that hurt your own sibling. Good job. Yep. So, no, stop talking to me about her. Okay. Okay. So, new experiences trigger a desire for travel and inner development. Communications with angels and higher spirits are more possible now. Higher education calls to you. Publishing your ideas or bringing them before the public are a probability. Relax, let go of control, and allow things to unfold. Be wise and pay attention. Don't take your eyes off the prize. You are in a kingly or queenly place right now. Bigger goals and plans now rule your life. It's time to put laziness aside and buckle down for some dramatic changes, mostly positive. Great fortune is ahead of you, so don't back away from it and proceed with a dream in an outward way. Love and romance takes on a sweetness, a sense of freedom where you can be who you're with. You can be who you are with the addition of acceptance and generosity. You may attract many potential lovers at this time, so choose wisely, or the relationship could be very short lived. And also, be careful of indulging in too much to eat or drink. So, in short, love others with grace and patience. Know that generosity is its own reward. Keep the expansive energy of Jupiter flowing, but with discernment. And in answer to your question, yes, but only if you're wise in your choices. All right. Virgo. Analyze. Virgo. Okay, so then adopt me. She says, you're just as stubborn as my children. Good. Adopt me and let me call you mom so I can really throw my attitude around. Yeah. Virgo, I analyze. Do not anticipate trouble or worry about what may never happen. Keep in the sunlight. Right? That card is for you. Don't worry about things that probably won't ever happen anyways. Okay? Worry and organization are the key traits of the sign Virgo and this card. Virgos are true worry warts. Like, if you keep talking to me publicly, I'm going to answer you publicly. It's going to embarrass your child. If you want to have a therapy session, go to your daughter. She's a therapist, not me. Now I'm an exorcist. If you want to have a therapy session, go to your therapist daughter. Not here. I have no compassion for her. None. Just saying. Just saying. You only get to manipulate me one time. That's a reality of life. You only get to manipulate me one time. Make sure your first time is the best time. Give it all. Give it your all the first time. Because you're not going to get another opportunity. No. I won't yield. Not on that. You don't get another opportunity. That's that. They have brains that buzz like bees, and this can be exhausting. Oh, poor you, isn't it? Virgos are highly strung. They overthink, then plan against what might go wrong and hate it when things do go wrong. Maybe if you stop being such a controlling person, She's like, are you talking to me? No. This is the message you're going to give your daughter. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Let her psychoanalyze that. You know? Virgos shy away from chaos and detest disarray. It isn't unusual for Virgo natives to keep books and musical collections in alphabetical order. The everyday chaos of life causes them to fret, leaving them restless, and nervous. They tend to suppress what they're feeling, which can bring on stress-related illness. Okay. This card signifies a good time to get rid of your clutter. Living a cleaner life, focusing on details, and doing what needs to be done are now your focus. Other concerns would be your daily routine, 9 to 5 responsibilities, and mundane goings on that may need your attention. Getting organized will enable you to get where you're going. This card also suggests you need to be more reliable in your approach. Problems won't go away. You must work and they must be addressed. So let me ask you this, Marlene. Are you the problem? Are you the problem here? I can always tell when I'm asking you questions that trigger you back into your place. You get very quiet. You should be careful of showing me that button. I'll start to use it all the time. And then you'll get your feelings hurt. Card number 52, void of course, moon missing. The moon is a friend for the lonesome to talk to. All is not as it seems. A void of course moon card can be daunting. It may not be a good or appropriate time to answer your question. As it is now, the results may not be what you want. You know what I hate? You know what irks me? When people ask me loaded questions. Like this whole thing of, well, did you want me to leave? Am I not welcome here? Have I asked you to leave? I mean, you can excuse yourself if you want, but did I ask you to leave? Because if I didn't ask you to leave, then I guess you're welcome here, right? You don't like my attitude? That's too bad. So one I come equipped with. That's just too bad, isn't it? Nothing will come of the matter. Matters will not go as you planned. In fact, most of the time it will end up far worse than you planned. Listen closely, Marlene. You have been caught blissfully unaware. You've missed something or you weren't paying close enough attention, but you won't be able to set the situation right at the current time. This card says to sit still and stay as you are. Orphan. So, Orphan, neutralize the threat against me right now, please. Through their entire lineage. It is what's appropriate, and it's what's asked of me. Through the entire lineage. Use my coding to open their mitochondria. All the way through, until their lineage is done. No sedation. Let them feel it all. when I make a decision based on logic, no emotions involved, that's not retaliation, that's correction. Learn the difference. I don't need to do all the other things that I wanted to do. No. Learn the difference. You'll continue to be corrected for as long as you exist in this lifetime. And any who come from you will have all of their abilities completely shut off. The code is necrotizing. Not only does it not allow for the expression of gifts, completely destroys it. That is what's right. That is what's proper. That is what's right. That is what's proper. Bro, you only heard my call right now. Some of the darkness oozed out a little bit. Some of the dark oozed out just a little. I didn't hurt anybody. I didn't attack anyone. Scout's honor. Scout's honor. Serious. I was going to message you on Facebook, but I decided not to. Scout's honor. It's all good. Don't worry. This card says to sit still and stay as you are. Take no action at the current time. Wait for the storm to pass over. It's time to be patient and allow matters to settle before beginning anew. Allow this matter to resolve on its own without your help, work, or interference. Don't bail anyone out or make loans currently, because it will unlikely it's unlikely you'll be repaid. Okay. After a long and costly effort, your matter in question may fail. People around you may start behaving like screw-ups. It could be that great passions are playing against you. Discipline is needed. It's not a time to act impulsively. Whatever you do as your routine will stay as it is. However, matters that are unplanned or spontaneous will tend to work out for you. Okay? This void of course moon can be used to your benefit, so keep this in mind when this card shows up. You can work on something you really don't want. You can interact with persons you don't really want to become a fixture in your life. Embarking on anything new or untried will tend to go wrong. In other words, when the void of course moon card presents in a spread, you agree to plans you don't really want to come about, then it will be very likely they will not come about. You know? So. Oh, any type of psychic or spiritual efforts will work out better when the void of course moon card turns up. It's a good time to even make plans. So, yeah, you know, just because I chose not to retaliate does not mean I'm incapable of correcting. Retaliation is based in emotions, intense emotions. That decision just now, the moment I detected yet another attempt, it's not based in emotion. I don't need to get even. I don't need to retaliate. I do need to correct, because I'm obligated to myself to ensure I cultivate a space that remains sacred and pure. The purity of my intent remains intact. There was no malicious, malignant intention involved in that decision. It's what's needed for the safety of all who you are jealous of. You decided that, not me. I simply paused and allowed you to make up your mind in regards to how you want this to play out. And you opted for the stupidest fucking option. Good job. Very good job. I got to do what needed to be done without incurring any karmic load, any guilt, any debt, any malignancies in my field. Fucking amazing. That was amazing. Mikey's satisfied. Hold on. Mikey is satisfied. So let me put these cards back. I'm going to get you guys a final card. And then I'm going to call it a day because I have another session starting shortly. Mm-hmm. 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 Oh, Marlene. I really don't want to talk to you in live streams anymore. Why? Because don't you think your children want freaking privacy? That's why. I don't have to give you attitude. I absolutely have to give you attitude. You don't like it when I tell you nicely silently in my head. So I have to give you attitude out loud. Do you think my children would like seeing you being disrespectful? I think your children would absolutely resonate with me. I'm pretty sure your children would be like, yeah, nope, yep, sorry. I know, it's embarrassing, right? So stop talking about your family stuff in a public live stream. Jesus Christ. I'm not going to trauma bond with your son over you spilling all his personal business on a freaking live stream. I'm just saying. Okay? I'm just saying. Don't worry. Don't worry. So now you're saying I'm not welcome? I'm saying like she's like, I'm not gonna just like say it out loud. Say it out loud. No. She's frustrated because she doesn't like her kids being upset. Like, stop being a peeping Tom then. Let them have their damn privacy. I'm just saying. No, I'm not against you, but you're being annoying today. Like, I'm really not in the mood to tolerate your stuff today. Any other day but today, like, I tolerate you pretty well. Today, like, honey, sit down. For real. Have a seat. Drink some juice. Alrighty. La 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 la. Kindly shut your face up. La 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 la. Well, the reason there's an issue is because too many people were taking in your same behavioral characteristics of meddling in other people's business. That's why there was an issue to begin with. Stay in your motherfucking lane. Let them stay in their lane. They're motherfucking adults. Let them live their lives. I'm not talking anything about them anymore in a live stream. Ba, 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 ba. Fuck all that bullshit. I'm saying bad words. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Five of Swords. Conquest, defeat, destruction of others, degradation, adversary may rise, revocation, infamy, and dishonor. You know what I'm saying? So, whatever's going on, it's probably going to need the full like destruction of whatever was attempted, right? And when we allow things to kind of run their course and just kind of be what they are, then we stand the potentiality of creating a happy house, childhood memories, happy house, um, returning back to a more balanced state, you know? Okay, severity, austerity, somewhat excessive and exaggerated ideas, dogmatic and deliberate. It's Marlene. Okay, that's it. You're out. Get out of my field right now. First and foremost, I'm fucking married. Happily. Happily. I don't need to be like saving other men, grown ass men. I don't even need to save my husband. First and foremost, I need to reestablish order within my live stream. Marlene's out. I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry if your family's having something going on. That's in your family, unless your living family decides to reach out and like, hey, can you help me with my life circumstance? I'm going to have to stay in my own lane and mind my own business. You see how that works? That's called respect. That's called respecting their privacy. Okay? And that's just that. What are you hearing in the audio? I don't know what's up with her today. She's never been this like. Okay. Yeah, okay, because everyone's arguing. That's why. I didn't start no argument. I'm over here in my own mother effing lane. Okay? I'm here in my own mother effing lane. Five of Wands. Unsatisfied desires, labor, violent strife, obstacles. Listen. Listen, y'all, we cannot compromise ourselves. We can't compromise ourselves to try and smooth other people's feathers. You know what I'm saying? No, that's not how it's going to work. Okay? That's just not going to work. It's someone's mother. It's someone's mother who comes and talks and talks and talks and talks. I'm just not in the mood for her today. I'm not going to insert myself in something I was not invited to insert myself into. There's enough of a history there, and we're going to leave that alone. So, Eight of Wands, speedy news or situation coming. Arrows of love, swift activity, sudden progress or movement, speed, hastily made decisions, too rapid advancement. My head is starting to hurt. Okay. All right. So arrows of love are coming, right? There's this it's just energy that is audible that you guys are hearing. The Lovers card is next. No, Michael, do not let her back in. I swear to God. Not today. She can talk to me later. Not here. Not today. Or I'm going to lose my shit with you. Okay. Love, beauty, perfection, harmony. Excuse me. Harmony. Trust. Romance, deep feeling, optimism, freedom of emotion. And then last but not least, but most applicable, testing someone. Testing someone. You know what I'm saying? Testing someone. Testing someone, okay? So I think we've talked enough. I'm about done. I think we've talked enough and I'm about done. Let's pull an ISIS card and call it a motherfucking day because I got about 10 minutes left. Pull an ISIS card, call it a mother effing day. Incoming. Well, then you better do some defending, shouldn't you? Today is a day of a lot of atrocious things, atrocious energies, pushy type stuff. What you're going to do with the pushiness? What you going to do when you get out of jail? I'm going to have some fun. What do you consider fun? Fun, natural fun. Because when you walk by every night, looking good and smelling right. Oh, I just ate. I'm super full. I just ate. But thank you for your concern. Did you guys hear that? Michael, you better protect my electronics because I promise you, I ain't got no budget to replace an expensive ass mic, converter, whatever the hell that is, and a laptop. Please. Motherfucker, we gonna be back on my cell phone, and that shit half the time is not working. You want me to get messages out? You better start protecting my motherfucking electronics. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Final card. Final card. Final card. Final card. All right. Here we go. Ooh. Okay. Pack it up, pack it in. Let me begin. I came to win. Battle me. That's a sin. Okay, I'm just saying. Just pack it up, pack it in. Let me begin. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Y'all know what I'm talking about? House of Pain? Okay. Ancient Power Mysteries. Hear the rattle of Isis playing. The rattle of Isis, the sistrum, is playing in the hand of the goddess now. Can you sense it with your inner hearing? Its vibration reaches through your crown chakra and enters your body, initiating you into great ancient power mysteries of sound, creativity, and healing. This is a time when words and music will become increasingly important on your spiritual path and healing journey. When the Lady Isis initiates a beloved into her ancient mysteries, life can become quite interesting. An initiate of Isis does not just learn new ideas as a student, but is thrown into the experience of the mysteries in real day-to-day living so that they may be truly mastered in our lives and then utilized in service to help the lives of others too, so that one day all beings will be healed and whole according to the will of the divine feminine. The rattle of Isis initiates us into the mysteries of sound healing and creation through vibration. Excuse me. If we listen carefully with our inner ear, we can hear the sounds of the universe alive. We can sense and hear our inner ear, the movement of planets, the beating of the heart of Mother Earth, and the music of the goddess guiding us through sound, helping our souls to dance and move, and our lives to heal. You are guided to use the words that reflect the experience you would like to create in your life. Ooh, it's on page 23. What's up? It may involve shifting how you speak, for example, rather than focusing on struggle or what's not working, focusing on the signs of life and healing that you experience. This may also include using chant, incantation, and prayer. It may also involve singing or playing a musical instrument or using sound for healing through the voice of another instrument, such as crystal bowls, rattles, keyboards, or string or wood instruments. You may use this healing for yourself, but if you're a healer, this oracle can guide you to explore this in your healing with others. This oracle guides you to honor the power of your voice, whether through spoken or sung words, and in what you write, speak about, or stand for symbolically also. You have a potentially very powerful healing voice, and you're guarded to recognize the responsibility that you have for what you proclaim through your voice. Is it acknowledgement of freedom, respect, and love for others? Do you use your powerful speech with wisdom and kindness in order to help you master the ancient mysteries of the system? Use your beautiful voice with spiritual responsibility and wisdom. You also need to acknowledge where you have used your power to manipulate others, to get your own way, or fail to be respectful. I was going to say, fuck that. Respectful. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself aloud and ask for forgiveness in person or spiritually if doing so in person is not possible or appropriate. Often, initiates don't realize where they are not conscious until thrown into initiation, which helps us become more aware and grow. It can be confronting to become aware of issues that need healing within us that we had no prior awareness of, and it can be tempting to criticize or judge ourselves. Choose not to do so. Be kind to yourself. We are all learning. Allow Lady Isis to help you find your way through to wise use of power of sound. What you will learn through initiation of the system is an understanding that your words are powerful and create resonance. You will become able to create divine sound through music and speech for clearing, creating, and manifestation. Remember, just as your body may naturally wish to dance when you hear a wonderful piece of music with your physical ears, so too in the inner ear of the soul hears a cosmic tune of the Divine Mother urging growth, healing, and greater joy. The soul wishes to move and our lives change. If this is happening for you already, you're feeling the onset of perhaps quite deep upheaval and change. Know that it's part of your initiation into the ancient power mysteries, and your soul is dancing. So, dancing. It's dancing. That's it. It's dancing. Word sound is power. Yes. Yes. Allow yourself to continue to grow through everything that you experience, through everything that you allow yourself to really, really be present to experience. Now, I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. There are things that are going on that I am not in the know of, right? For example, why Miss Marlene over here is behaving the way she is today. I don't know. I don't know why. So, yeah. There's a fluctuation of energy. It's very upsetness. Very, very upsetness. Like, about to lose control. Oh, shit. Okay. Y'all, if you could just kind of work with me for a second. It seems like I need to correct something. I need to rebalance. My energy will always honor your sovereignty without permission from your highest self. None of this will enter your field and you won't feel anything. I'm gonna have to rebalance this space that we share. It's needed. Breathe very deep and very slow. Yes, ocean lover. Sorry. Remember your story. Remember your truth. Remember why you came into this life and the responsibility you've been tasked. We're safe. We're protected. We're seen and we're heard. I see you. I feel you. There's no need for worry, fear, or rage. Come back to center with me. Go back home. Home deep inside your core. Calm, peace, stability. Calm, peace, stability. How do you guys feel? That's beautiful. Grace and release and a return back to center. This allowing of yourself to feel the full spectrum. It's okay to be righteously upset. There are certain people who exist. Their existence is not honorable. There's no integrity. And that's okay. They serve their purpose in your life. It doesn't mean they always have to have access to you. It just means when they do, allow yourself to pause and figure out why. They're growing you in ways that you could never grow in the light. So allow your growth. Allow yourself to be challenged. Allow yourself to be witnessed in all of your shades. I'm sorry if my mood affected anyone. I'm sorry if what was being done to me was felt by you. I'm sorry that I didn't better insulate so none of you would be affected. There's absolutely no need to join me in that place of toxicity. And I deeply appreciate all of you who didn't tell me to get out of it, who didn't tell me that's enough and stop it. And Jenna, hello. I'm live streaming. um, can I put you on speakerphone? Because I'm literally live. Yeah, I'm live streaming. Okay. This is my girlfriend. Hey. So, I don't know. You know, the same old stuff. People and things trying me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who is it?
Mm.
Want me to go hunt them down?
No. No, it was just one of those things where it's like, you know how Mikey is, and he tests me and he pushes me and he pushes me and he pushes me just to see what I'll do and see if I'll choose something different. And then I messaged you because I realized I was there at the cusp of losing control.
I think you cut out your crossbow.
I was at the cusp of losing control.
Yeah.
And just fully entering into that dark abyss that I know exists.
Yeah. And sometimes I think that, the dark side really tries us because if we give in, it wins.
Right?
And sometimes I feel like people are kind of pawns where they really push us to our limits, where we know what we're capable of and we know what we can use our abilities for, but we choose not to because deep down it's not right. But there's some times where you get pushed so far, you're just like, oh, I could easily make this person go away. But to tap into that dark side means darkness wins, and that's really what it's all about. Pushing you over the edge. So it takes a lot of strength and a lot of courage to stand strong and not give in to that.
Yeah.
And let's take the blows from people. Because sometimes it seems like it's blow after blow and they just don't stop. And it's tough, but
So we don't get to burn the world.
we can't burn the world down, Mary. We've had this discussion.
I just wanted to hear you say that because I've told them so many times, like, oh my God, I love my girlfriend. Whenever I'm like about to lose control, I'm like, Jenna, can we burn the world? And you're like, no, we can't burn the world. I know. No, we can't. We definitely can't. I love you.
Because then darkness wins, and that's what it was. And I was reading something interesting. I was reading the which book was it? I can't remember what it was. Let me see if I can look it up real quick. It's essentially, I think, Noah's great grandfather. You know who I'm talking about?
Methuselah?
Enoch.
Oh, Enoch?
The book of Enoch. Yeah, and there was a part in there where, Enoch is kind of the scribe and the messenger that goes between God and the fallen angels. He's delivering a message from God to the fallen angels that have, revolted against him when this is the moment when they're being kicked out. And one of the things it said was that they're condemned, they're confined to the earth so long as the earth survives, or so long as it exists. And I thought about it. I'm like, I wonder if that's why they're so hell-bent on destroying, humanity and this world, because so long as we exist and so long as we continue, they're confined to this realm.
So it all.
I wonder if that isn't their reason for wanting to destroy everything. But
yeah, because they want to go back home.
Right.
At the end of the day, we all just want to go back home.
Right.
Can I send them one by one? I mean,
can we burn it down on the way home?
Okay. I'll give you a text back. I'm just gonna end this live stream. I love you.
Yeah, I'm on my way to work anyway, but call me back afterwards so we can chit chat for a few minutes before I go in.
Okay, bye. Bye.
All right, bye.
I love her. I told you guys, like, over the years, when I've reached a point of just like utter rage, I'd be like, Jenna, can we just burn this whole place? And she goes, no. No, we can't burn it. No, we're not burning anything. She's amazing. She's amazing. You guys would absolutely fall in love with her. And her sweetness is not a fake sweetness. That's who she is through and through. That is who she is through and through. Oh my gosh. I haven't talked to her in forever. Like so long. All right, guys. I gotta just get going. I'm late. I don't know if you should give this video a thumbs up. I don't know if I should keep this video up. Uh, there's something about witnessing the blossoming. There's just something about witnessing someone blossom that much more into their truth. I don't like the way I conducted myself in the first part of this live stream, but it's necessary to see. It's necessary to see that I am actually truly a whole being, and that there is tremendous power in consciously choosing how you will approach your life and the things that people do to you. Jenna's aware of all the things that people have tried to do to me. She's aware, absolutely aware. At no point has she ever told me to hurt anyone back. She's called me out on what I've allowed. She's encouraged me to no longer allow, to correct. We all need a friend like that. We all need at least one person in our life who can see us exactly as we are and still be able to let you be who you are. Just let you be who you are. It takes someone who is powerful in their softness. She's never judged. Ever. She's only ever helped other people. She's amazing. Like, so amazing. Now you guys know I'm like, Jenna! Because anyone else, I would totally be like, no, fuck that. I want someone to try and stop me. I'm going to do what I want to do. Fuck that shit. But hey, you heard her without even raising her voice. Just speaking a truth that I already know, and she's simply reminding me of. That's powerful. Truth can be delivered in a scream or a whisper. You have to figure out the way it needs to be received. Thank you guys so much for holding this space with me and witnessing me in my process. I was ugly. I meant every word. I'm not going to sit here and be like, no, I was just venting. No, I meant every word. I meant every single fucking word. I had every intention to. That's not me, not in this life. Not in this life, not anymore. This life, I choose something different. I don't want to repeat what I've had in previous lives. Just because I had it before doesn't mean I want it now. Okay? Choose what you need in this life, not based on what happened before it or earlier in it. Make sure your decisions reflect back what you actually need now. And if what you need is peace, you're going to have to find a way to bring that peace forward. Retaliation, it's not peace. It's not peace. It's an emotion that's gotten out of control and is now running the show. It's a piece of your toxicity. Eager to take advantage of a situation where you are destabilized. Let yourself pause. Just let yourself pause. Whatever you decide, that's what you needed to decide. I'll honor that. I'll respect that. But pause. Pause and make sure that that's what you really, truly decide. You really, truly decide that. And in the second part of this live stream, they tried again. They were in the process of trying again. Now it's a correction. There's no emotions involved. Full on correction. Full on. And for those who don't understand why that correction was so heavy handed, if generations will come from you, you and your toxicity and your skewed view will be passed on to each and every one, just like a parent who is horrendous with their child teaches that child how to be horrendous with their children and their children and their children. You need no access to those abilities, not as a punishment, but as a safety measure for those you come into contact with. Now that is a correction, not retaliation. There's power in knowing the difference. There's balance being restored. Try your best to rebalance yourself as much as you possibly can. And when you can't, pause. Allow yourself to better understand what it is you're trying to do. I'm going to get going. All right. I love you guys. I'll see you again very soon. Bye, everyone.